Yeah, okay. Now, so last lesson, we stopped at question 9, and we are supposed to finish up question 10 today, and then go on to do our worksheet 2. Right, so I saw many of you attempted the worksheet. Let me see, 12 of you. So what's the attendance today? 13 here. All right, so 12 of you did the work. So I'll see who are the ones who didn't. Now, while I'm going through the answers, I also want you to actively type into the chat when you want to answer, when you want to give comments, or let's say you have questions to ask. Okay? Natalie says we did plants last week. Related to plants, of course. Yeah, we are talking about specifically photosynthesis. Okay, look at this question here. The diagram below shows a carrot and a spinach plant. So why is the carrot larger and thicker than the roots of the spinach plant? Okay, so yeah, this is something that we have learned. Okay, thank you, Remus. You put down the definition of photosynthesis. Okay, so in this question, right? Let's see last week's answer. Last week, very few of you did the work. Okay, now there's a very big jump. So many of you are doing this now. I'm so happy. Okay, so remember we talked about the storage roots last lesson, like potato, like the tapioca, right? We talk about this, right? So the excess food that's made by plants, okay, is actually sugar. Excess means what? When the plants make food, it's actually making food for itself. Okay, it's making food for itself so that it can grow, it can carry out the daily processes. Yeah, even photosynthesis, right? This process also uses some form of energy. All right, and then when the leaf is growing, when it is, even standing upright, all these require some form of energy also. So it needs food to stay alive. Yep, so it photosynthesizes. Now, but plants don't have this ability to tell itself, it won't go and tell the chlorophyll or chloroplast, okay, stop photosynthesizing. I have enough food for today, don't photosynthesize anymore. That cannot work. Tanishka, you're laughing, right? It's so funny if the plant can do that, right? So it's like a factory, ongoing, non-stop. A lot of food keeps on being produced, okay? So long as there's light, the plant will photosynthesize. Of course, there must be water there. There must be carbon dioxide also. Okay, so what happens is when the plant keep making a lot of food for itself, what will happen? It's going to convert the excess to something else, right? To starch, if you recall. And then the starch is then stored in the plant. Okay, if there's a storage roots, then of course the excess food will go to the storage roots. If there are fruits, then of course, the sugar, the excess food will then go there. Okay, be stored at the fruits area. Okay, otherwise, they also store it in their leaves. Now, I'm going to ask you something. For example, human being, right? Okay, if we have a lot of food, being consumed, okay, plants make a lot of food, right? They cannot stop making food so long as there's sunlight. But if human beings keep eating and eating and eating, for example, let's see Jekai. Jekai went to McDonald's in the morning to eat big breakfast meal. Okay, then he goes to school, and then after he reaches the school, right, he will go to the canteen to buy some biscuits to munch on. Then he goes to class. Okay, so class lesson starts, and then after that, during recess break, he went to the canteen again, and then he bought 2 plates of rice to eat. Yeah, and then 1 bowl of noodle. Okay, then after that, okay, maybe that's snack time. So snack time, he ate some chocolates, etc. Okay, by right cannot bring chocolate, right? But he sneak it in. Then lunchtime is here. He started thinking, okay, I'm going to go KFC. All right, I'm going to buy a 4-piece chicken meal. Yeah, so he ate the 4-piece chicken meal. Then after that, he goes home, then open the fridge, saw that, in the freezer, there's a new tub of ice cream, and then he started eating the ice cream, etc., etc. All right, so he has been eating almost every hour of the day. What will happen to Jekai after maybe 1 month? Yeah, correct. He's going to grow very big, right? So we will see the Jekai times 2. Yeah, gain weight, become obese is possible. He might even get diabetes if he takes in a lot of sugary stuff. That's right, Baron. Yeah, so you have to be very careful. Whenever you eat more than what is required, okay, for your body, the excess food will be converted to to fats and get stored under the skin. Okay, and then also if you carry on eating this way, the organs inside your body will also be surrounded by a layer of fats, and that is very, very harmful to you. Good. Right. So, okay, 1 minute, 2 person waiting to come in. So for animals and humans, the way they store the excess food is actually by converting the excess food to fats. For plants, okay, the excess sugar, excess food is converted to starch. Okay, so this is what you have for your answer here. We will see how you fare in the Google Sheet later. So the excess food produced by the leaves is stored in the carrot root, okay, thus making it larger than the non-storage roots of the spinach plant. Okay. Right. So, okay, maybe I don't want to show because the answers are very short anyway. Okay, not much to comment on. I will type the comment in the Google Sheet. All right. Yeah. Okay, next. Part B. Okay, the question then is asking, how do you think the plant over here, the spinach plant, store its excess food? Okay, it doesn't store it in the roots here, right? Do you see any fruits around? No fruits also. So where can it store the excess food? They can only store it in the leaves. Very good. Yeah, Baron, I like how active you are. Keep typing the answer in. Okay, I want to encourage all of you to do the same thing. Yeah, so when I see that you are actually responding, typing in the answers, it doesn't mean that you must be correct, Even if, let's say, you've gotten it wrong, at least I know, at least I am aware, and I can help you along the way. But if you keep quiet always, I wouldn't know what you don't know. Make sense? Okay? Yeah, so you have to try to participate as much as possible. Right, so it's stored in the leaves in the form of starch. So your answer over here in the leaves, in the leaves, in the leaves. Okay. So next one. Now, explain how animals obtain their energy indirectly from the sun. What is the meaning of indirectly? All right, so if you think about what's the meaning of directly, directly means you just stand under the sun, you can get the energy from the sun. Okay, that is direct. So when we talk about indirect, that means you do not stand under the sun to get your energy. You actually go through another channel. So your channel will be, you need to consume food, right? The food that you consume will have the energy, which will lead you to the sun's energy also. Okay, my cat just jumped down from the top. Okay. All right. She was sleeping. Now I think she wants to go for dinner. Okay, go. Okay. Now, later she'll be back. Then I'll show you all again. Where was I? She distracted me. Okay. We obtain energy indirectly from the sun, right? Because we need to eat. Okay, if we can obtain energy directly from the sun, every day, all of us just stand under the sun. Okay, we don't have to pay expensive amounts to buy food to eat. Okay, so yeah, correct. Animals as well as human beings, eat the plants, and then obtain the stored energy. So the stored energy is something like the starch inside the plant, right? Correct? The excess food. So when we eat plants, we can get that energy there. Sometimes we don't just eat plants, we also eat animals. Agree now? For example, when you eat chicken meat, chicken also eat grains, which is from the plant. So the plant, okay, so I can actually do something like this. Anyway, you're going to learn this very soon. You're going to learn this very soon. So the sun gives energy, okay, light energy to the plants, right? Then the plants will photosynthesize. Then the plant will have a lot of stored energy inside, which is the excess sugar that is converted into starch. Yeah. So when animals start eating, for example, the plant maybe is grains, okay, eaten by the chicken. Then Jakai went to KFC, right? And eat the chicken, right? So the energy from the chicken will go to Jakai. Something like that. So Jakai is obtaining the energy indirectly from the sun because it still, started off with the sun. Are y'all clear? So this is the meaning of indirect. You obtain energy indirectly from the sun. Can? Yes, that's the food chain. Very good. This is a simple food chain. Of course, you don't just learn something so simple. You need to even proceed on to do food web. We will learn it later. Okay, so that's why we started off with this because the plants is at this stage, right? Okay, over here. Okay, so we start with the plants. Then after that, we will go into food chain. Yes, quite a basic food chain. Yes. So the leaves of the plant photosynthesize, convert light energy from the sun into glucose. And this is then stored, in various parts of the plant and is passed on to animals which eat the plant. So this is actually what I was talking about just now. Okay, but of course, if you want to talk about it further, you can say that other animals will eat these animals that are plant eaters. Yep, so they also get energy indirectly from the sun. All right. So this is the part. Let me see, Gordon, your answer. Yeah. So Gordon's answer is actually not bad. Okay? Gordon's answer is not bad. So this is actually last week's worksheet. If I were to increase the size, okay? So can you see, Gordon, your answer here? The sun helps plants to make food through photosynthesis. Yep. So then animals eat the leaves of the plant, which contain the plant's food. Okay, this provides the animal with energy. Okay, good. So Natalie here, a little bit too short because you need to talk about how grass actually get the energy from the sun. Then after that, animals eat the grass and get some energy from the grass, which also was from the sun. Okay, so you need to explain further. Yihang as well, you need to talk about this photosynthesis part. Okay, Yihang? Yeah. I can see your face very clearly. Good. Let's see. Baron, I can't see your face again. Yes. Otherwise, you adjust your camera. You can actually put your camera, tilt it downwards, right? Yeah. Possible or not? You try that, okay? So now we are going to do a worksheet 2. Yeah, you see, many of you did this and I like it. So I was actually reading the answers and then, I highlighted some of the words that you should not be using, etc. But we are going to go through together. Okay, we'll go through together. Right, so let's come back to our slides first. All right, so I will go through quickly the MC